Welcome back to my channel and a very special welcome if you're new here. My name is Jen and this is Jen Clayton Beauty. We do everything beauty and makeup, and that includes testing out cheap dollar makeup, and I am so excited to once again be doing a full face of Shop Miss A makeup. If you don't know what Shop Miss A is, let me turn you on. They are a dollar makeup brand. Now, not everything is $1. Some things are $1.20, $1.40, $1.88. Nothing is over the $2 price point, and they have an amazing line of makeup called AOA Studio. Now, I've purchased from the Shop Miss A multiple times. I've actually done a few of these dollar makeup videos here on my channel. I'll link them down below for you, but today I've got a whole plethora of new Shop Miss A AOA Studio products in front of me, and we're gonna try them all out together today, and we're going to see if this dollar-ish makeup is sometimes even better than high-end. So if you're excited, give this video a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not, turn your bell on, because I upload lots and lots of new videos every single week. Down in the description box, I will link the Shop Miss A website, and I will individually link each of the products that we are testing out today. So if you're interested in picking any of them up, you can grab them down below. And as always, thank you for shopping my links. Also, one side note on the Shop Miss A website, they have a lot of products, not just makeup, but they have a lot of items in general. And you do get dollar shipping over $35. So I made sure that I spent $35. And let me tell you, it was hard to spend the $35. I got my full face of makeup under that. So I did add a few things on to get to that $35 price point. So we're gonna test everything out. Also, down in the description box, I'll have my favorite beauty subscriptions, and come follow me over on TikTok for more beauty and makeup. So let me tell you about a couple of the other items I picked up, and then I'll zoom you in and we'll get started doing our full face of Shop Miss A dollar makeup. So one thing I picked up was a few packs of the AOA Studios makeup remover wipes. These are really nice. This particular one is mango. They're very, very, very lightly scented, and you get 15 wipes, and I will also be popping all the prices of each item here on the screen for you. These are really nice. They're very wet, which is great because they can help remove your makeup a little bit easier. I've used up all the packs I bought except for the mango. I set these aside to share with you in today's video, but I really like these. So if you're looking for a small kind of travel size pack of makeup wipes, these are fantastic. I also picked up some brushes because AOA makes some of the best brushes. I love their brushes so much, so I made sure that I picked up brushes for today's look. Grabbed a couple of eye brushes, and then I got 3 of the more flat, dense kabuki style. These are what I use for foundation, cream bronzer, cream blush, and I needed a few more brushes, and these are so incredibly affordable. And also these eye brushes, they are a little bit larger, so you could even use these for under eye powder. You could use these for concealer, but I picked up a flat topped eye brush, a angled, which is really good to just get in the corner and deepen up your look. And then I picked up a slanted kabuki brush. I really like the slant for either foundation or cream bronzer. And then a flat top kabuki, again, this is my preferred also for foundation. And then I got this cute little pink one that's a lot smaller, which is amazing, amazing either for concealer or cream blush. So let me zoom you in and let's get started. I've done all of my skincare, put on my sunscreen, and we're going to test out the foundation. Now, when I saw this on the Shop Miss A website, I was pretty excited. This is the Dewy Blend Foundation. It does have a pump top. I picked mine up in the shade M3, which is a medium neutral. I am a neutral undertone in the shade medium. So I will say the pump top of this foundation isn't the best. It barely pumps out any product. So it's a little bit of work to get your foundation. The shade of this, yeah, the shade of this looks really, really good. And I'm going to use that flat kabuki brush to bounce that into my skin. I always use a brush first, so that's how you can get the most coverage. And then I'll go in with my Paw Paw Beauty Sponge, which is a game-changing sponges on the Shop Miss A website. This foundation looks really nice. It's very dewy, which is exactly what I was hoping for. I love a good dewy, glowy, luminous foundation. I would definitely say that this is a medium coverage foundation. It covered up a lot of my blemishes. I wouldn't say full coverage, but you could build it up too full coverage. I prefer a medium coverage foundation, especially right now. It's still 98 degrees here. So medium coverage is perfect. These are the Paw Paw sponges. These are incredible. These are literally the best beauty sponges. They're so affordable. You can buy them singly in a pack. I always buy a pack of 6. They're just so bouncy and they blend out your foundation so nicely. And again, these are the Paw Paw Beauty Sponge. Like I said, everything will be linked down below. So I'm going to go in with my Paw Paw sponge and just pick up any extra product. Make sure there's no brush strokes and just really blend out that foundation. So far, I'm really liking this foundation. At the end of the video, I will put a wear test here on the screen. I will be wearing this makeup all day. Actually, I'm heading to the gym after this. I've got a call right after the gym, so we're gonna wear makeup to the gym, which is something I normally don't do, but I will definitely give you guys a wear test. But this looks amazing as long as it stays in place, doesn't oxidize. Love how dewy and hydrated my skin looks. And then I picked up the AOA Loft Creamy Concealer. Now I usually get at least 1 to 2 shades lighter than my foundation of concealer. I picked this concealer because it's a serum concealer, which is what I prefer. Again, that's more of a creamy type of concealer. Similar to my foundation, I always use a brush with my concealer first, just to, again, tap that into my skin, and then I'll go over that with that Paw Paw sponge and blend everything out, pick up any excess product. This concealer is really nice. It is very, very creamy. And again, because it's a serum concealer, I'm able to allow it to sit a little bit before I blend it out. And that's also going to help give you a little bit more fuller coverage. And then back in with my sponge. As far as the concealer goes, I would say a medium coverage concealer as well. I'm sure you could go in and build this up similar to the foundation, but this definitely gave me the coverage that I was looking for. I'm almost 49, so I go a little bit lighter handed on the concealer. I just want to cover up any dark circles. One of my favorite products from Shop Miss A, from AOA, is the AOA Perfect Powder. I always pick mine up in the pink tinted shade. This is $1. This setting powder is amazing. Let's put it on. You'll see it definitely blurs your skin. So I'm first going to set my under eye. Now you know that I typically use my e.l.f. powder to set my under eye because I really don't like any other powder for my aging under eyes, but this one actually works really well. And then we'll use this powder to set our entire face as well, but I do want to go in with my cream products first. So first is cream bronzer. Now this is the British Romance Cream Bronzer from the AOA brand. I have mine in the shade Canal. Now I love a cream bronzer. I always use a cream bronzer, so I'm actually going to use that flat angled brush to pick up the bronzer and then just tap that into my skin. I always go over my cream bronzer with my beauty sponge as well once I actually get it tapped into my skin. This looks really, really nice. This is a great color for me. I usually go quite a bit deeper with my cream bronzer. Again, once I tap it in with my brush and then blend it out with my beauty sponge, it definitely lightens it. So don't be scared, just kind of trust the process with the cream bronzer. And going in with my beauty sponge and again, just blending that out. That's going to help blend out the bronzer, but also again, pick up any excess product, giving you that nice flawless base. This also is really nice. I like the color of this. It blended out beautifully, but it still gives you that nice bronzed up sun-kissed look. Now I'm going to go back in with that AOA powder and set down my base. I'm telling you, this powder is literal life-changing, and I can't believe how good it is for the $1 price point. And I do like to set my entire face, even over those cream products. Look how beautiful that is. It gives you this filtered effect. The powder seriously is so good. It sells out all the time. So whenever I place an order, I order several. Actually, with this order, I went ahead and got 5 of them. Again, trying to get to the free shipping, but just stocking up on the products that I know that I love. So good. I cannot recommend the AOA Perfect Powder enough. And then for bronzer, I got the AOA Perfect, so same line as the loose setting powder. This is the lightweight matte finish powder in Frappe. So I usually layer my powder bronzer right over the cream bronzer, Pretty everywhere I put cream bronzer, I always layer over that powder bronzer. This is so nice. Oh my gosh. Look how pretty that bronzer is. It's definitely there, but it's blending out beautifully. It's layering also beautifully over the cream products. And again, that is in the shade Frappe. This is a huge component of bronzer too. Impressed. And then for blush, I decided to be kind of fun, venture out of the normal, and I got the Lumi Glowy Blush in Golden Apricot. Look how pretty this is. It's got a swirly design to it, and it's kind of this pinky orange blush. I picked this because it's going to pair beautifully with the eyeshadow palette that I picked up. And I do love a glowy blush. I just think it's nice, especially if you're not a highlighter person, but you still want that nice glow to your skin. So we're going to tap that on top of, ooh, look how pretty that is. Wow. That is definitely glowy, which I'm not mad about. Wow, look how pretty that is. It gives your skin just this nice wash of a pinky apricot, but is so glowy that literally you do not need highlighter. This would serve as a blush and a highlight, which also is really nice, especially for travel. If you're trying to lower the amount of steps you have in your makeup routine, a glowy blush can be great because it can serve as a blush and a highlighter. This formula too is really nice. Now I did get a highlighter, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna test it out. We're gonna just be glowing to the gods. This is the Velour highlighter. And it's kind of this light pink. Ooh, it is really, really wet feeling. It actually reminds me of the ColourPop Super Shock highlighters. Look how pretty that is. Wow. Wow, that is pretty. That is like a pinky kind of duochrome highlight. It's that really wet formula. I love that. Like I said, reminds me totally of ColourPop Super Shock. And I'm just going to buff that on top. Ooh, that's so pretty. And that is blending out beautifully. This wet formula actually blends out so nice on the skin. You can really see it here on my nose and the little bit that I pop above my brows. I like this. Again, if you love the ColourPop Super Shock shadows, this is a really affordable option. Wow, that is so beautiful. And then the setting spray that I picked up is my favorite from AOA. This is the Flawless Matte Setting Spray. I love dewy and glowy highlighters, setting sprays, but this setting spray is so good. Even though it's matte, it doesn't make you look completely matte, but it does make you look completely filtered. It is the most glorious setting spray. I actually bought 5 of these as well. Every time I've went online to repurchase these, they've been sold out. I even talked about it in my empties, how I hoarded this and tried not to use it up because I love it so, so, so much. So I'm really happy to have a lot more of these into my life. Again, this is the AOA Studio Flawless Matte Setting Spray. It also has the Perfect Sprayer. It gives you just the right amount of setting spray. And I'm telling you, I've never had a spray that gives you that just matte but filtered look to your skin. You'll be able to still see the glow of the highlight and the glowy blush even through the setting spray. It's so good. This and the powder have been complete game changers for me. See what I mean by that just filtered effect? And you can still see all the glow and the luminosity of that highlight and the blush even through the set face. I really, really love this. Like really, really love this setting spray. And then for eyeshadow, I grabbed this little quad. I thought this was really cute. This is the Fairy Garden quad. We have 3 mattes and 1 shimmer. I'll swatch this for you as well. But I just really like the colors of this. This more neutral, but then the shimmer is kind of this lavender pink, which I think is going to give it a neutral eye look with a little bit of a twist. So let me swatch these for you. I'm actually going to wipe off that gorgeous highlighter with one of my AOA makeup wipes. So when swatching this light peach shade, I thought that was a true matte, but it's actually a shimmer shade, but it's more like a matte with shimmer. I turned down my ring light so you can see this a little bit better. So this top shade right here, that is actually that lightest shade, which like I said, I thought was a matte, but you can see it's a little bit more of a shimmer. And your 2 mattes, you've got a light and a deep, which is nice to deepen up your look. And then look how pretty that shimmer is. I can't wait to test this out. So using the AOA brush, I'm going to pick up the Peachy, the light actual true matte in the palette, and I'm going to buff that all over my lid and up into my crease, and also a little bit above my crease. I do have slightly hooded eyes, so I always like to bring my shadows a little bit above my crease. Oh, that's so pretty. And this brush, absolute perfection. You get a lot of area covered with this brush, which is really nice, especially when you're doing your crease. If you're kind of doing that one and done shadow too, where you just put it all over the eye, this size of eye brush is perfect. Also, I did not use an eye base. I do have a little bit of concealer on my lids, but I didn't use an eye base because I really want to test out how well these shadows work. In the past, I've loved my AOA shadows, and so far this is performing beautifully. And then using the more angled brush, I'm going to pick up the darkest matte in the palette and pack that into the outer corner. Ooh, gosh, that's pretty. That is very pigmented. That was one tap in. That is so pretty and so pigmented. I'm blown away so far. Back into the lightest matte, and I'm just going to use that to just diffuse out those edges. That is so pretty. I can't believe how pigmented and blendable those were, and these two brushes are fantastic. So I'm going to pick up the shimmer here with my finger. It is so pretty. And I'm going to place that all over my lid with reserving the inner corner. I do want to try out that other shimmer that, like I said, to me seemed a little bit more like a matte with shimmer, but I do want to test that out with you. So I'm going to reserve just the inner portion of my lid for that shade. Oh, this is so pretty. I love that it's got that little bit of that purple undertone. It just adds a little something to the neutral look. And that shimmer I did try out with my finger. I do like to do finger application and brush application method. It does have that little bit of that wet texture, which I really like. It's really, really beautiful. And then I'm going to pick up that light shimmer, and I'm actually going to put that right on the inner portion of my lid, this time using a brush. Okay, that's pretty. It's definitely not very shimmery. I would say that you could use this shade here as a matte if you wanted. And again, you can use it as a shimmer. It is adding that little bit of brightness to my inner corner, but it's definitely not as foiled as that first shimmer shade. And then I'm going to go back into the darkest matte, and I'm going to actually just kind of buff that on my lower lash line. And then I'm going to take that lightest shimmer matte, and I'm going to kind of buff that on top. That'll just help diffuse out that lower lash line. And then I think I'm going to use that first shimmer shade, that really foiled one, as my inner corner highlight, since we popped that lighter one on the inner portion. Look how pretty that is. This shimmer shade is gorgeous. That is so beautiful. This palette performed really nicely. The mattes, the shimmers, everything performed beautifully. And like I said, I love that this shimmer shade isn't just a neutral shade. It has that little bit of that pop of like of lavender, which again gives it some uniqueness to the look. And then for liner, this is a product I've never tried before. This is actually the Feather Ink liquid liner. You can see that it has the feather top. It's just a black liquid liner. I am a felt tip liquid liner girl. I am not a kohl liner girl. I always use a kohl liner in my waterline, but for liner, I prefer a brush tip or a felt tip. Ooh, we've got a nice fine brush. Oh, okay, this is nice. The brush itself is a little bit more firm, which I really like. It just helps me control it a little bit better. The brush actually reminds me of a felt tip liner. It's also performing really nicely. I'm able to just draw in my wing with ease. There's no skipping. I really like this so far. There's one eye done that performed beautifully. Wow, I really appreciate how stiff it is. Again, totally reminds me of a felt tip liner. This is really nice. I love it, actually. I love that it's a hybrid between a brush tip liner and a felt tip liner, and it went on with ease. And then for mascara, I got the AOA Perfect line, because you know how much I love the Perfect line. This is the black mascara, and I chose this one because I liked how the brush looked. So it's a little bit bigger, fluffier brush, which is what I prefer. Ooh, there's one coat of the mascara. This is really nice. So there's one coat on my upper and lower lashes. I'm really, really, really liking this mascara. I kind of want to do more coats, but I did pick up some lashes. So I got the AOA Aria lashes. So these are a little bit natural for me. I do like how wispy looking they are. Do I want to do lashes or do I want to do more mascara? You know what? I think I want to really focus on the mascara because I know a lot of you don't do false lashes. These are beautiful though, and they're really affordable. I'll probably end up wearing these in a future video. If I do, I'll let you guys know, but I think we should focus on the mascara. I'm wondering if I'm able to build this up to get more darkness, to get more volume, to get more length, and maybe wearing lashes to the gym is a little bit of overkill, even though I am actually going to, like I said, I have a call today, and then my husband and I are running some errands, going to lunch, going out to check on our new house build. Let's focus on the mascara. Let's do that second coat. So there's 2 coats. I'm pretty impressed. And then there's the 1 coat on the other eye. So there is 2 coats of the AOA mascara. It looks so good. And with mascara, you know that it's better as it oxidizes, as it's open, as you use it more. But first impression, I really, really like this. I feel like it gave me length, volume, blackness. I am impressed and I am excited to try out these lashes. Lashes can be really expensive and these are extremely affordable. Again, these are the natural lashes in Aria Black. And then for my brows, we're gonna do something a little bit different, something a little out of my comfort zone, but I wanna try it. This is the Micro Brow Pen, realistic hair-like stroke. So normally for brows, I always use a brow pencil and then I go in with a brow gel, but I've been wanting to try these brow pens. So this is in the shade dark brown. And like I said, I'm a little nervous. This is a little bit out of my comfort zone. So it actually looks a lot like a felt tip liner. And you can see that it kind of has these little pins that will create those hair-like strokes. Now I have pretty wild brows, pretty full brows. Really just in the front is where I need to focus on filling in. So we're gonna try this. I'm going to just brush this through my brows. Oh, wow, I'm impressed. This makes it effortless. Wow. Okay, I do really like this. It made filling in my brows really easy. They look very natural, not like blocks across my face. I like this. I'm glad that I picked this up. I'm definitely going to use this again. I need a brow wax desperately though, so I am going to go ahead and set my brows with this NYX brow glue. I didn't pick up any brow glue. I don't even know if they have that. But I really like that brow pen. Oh, that's so nice. And if you do have crazy brows and you do like to set them in place, this NYX brow glue is perfect and it's so affordable. I really like this. I think my brows look great. They look natural, but they also are set in place. And then I picked up a lip liner. Now I've used some of the AOA lip liners in the past. They're usually really nice, really, really creamy. This is in the shade Expose, which is just a neutral shade. I want to go with a little bit more of a neutral lip that goes nicely with my eye look. It is a twist up liner, which I appreciate, so you don't have to sharpen. Oh yeah, this is the creamy lip liner I expect that I'm used to from AOA. This is really nice. Very creamy, went on with ease. And then for lipstick, I got their Lip Pop. I've never tried these before, and this is in the shade City Girl. Now this is supposed to be like a satin lip. So not a liquid lip where it dries down completely, but not a glossy lip gloss either, more along the lines of a bullet lip. It does have a doe foot applicator. Okay, this is literally the perfect match to that lip liner. It is such a pretty color. I love this. I love it. I love the color of it. I love the formula. Feels so good on the lips. It is not sticky at all. It's creamy. These two together are perfect. Exposed lip liner and City Girl of the Lip Pop. These are perfection together. I love it. I love it. I think it pairs beautifully with my eye look. It's just this nice neutral lip. I really like how this is feeling. I am going to go ahead and get ready. So I need to change my clothes, get my hair in a gym ponytail, and then I'll be back and we'll share some final thoughts on this full face of cheap makeup. Let me just tell you, by looking in my mirror right here, my base makeup is flawless. It literally looks like I have a filter on. I'm telling you, this setting spray is life-changing. So let's go over some final thoughts on this full face of cheap dollar-ish makeup. Let's go ahead and start first. Let's go ahead and start first with the brushes. So I didn't end up using this brush because I didn't do a cream blush, but all of these brushes performed beautifully. I actually really like these two for the eyes, even though they're a little bit bigger. Like I said, you can cover a lot of surface area at once, and they actually blend out your eye makeup beautifully. These are amazing. I love their Kabuki flat top brushes. Perfection. I'm telling you, these are some of the best, most affordable brushes. For the foundation, I love this. I love how dewy it is. I love how blendable it is. I love that it's medium coverage. It's buildable. This foundation is wonderful. So far, I'm really, really loving this. Like I said, at the very end, I'll pop a wear test up, let you know what I thought of the makeup after wearing it all day. But first impression wise, this dewy foundation is incredible. I also really like the concealer. Is it my favorite concealer? No, it is a little bit more lighter coverage than my normal concealer. My all-time favorite is the Natasha Denona High Glam, but that's $30 and this is less than $2. So if you're on a budget and you want a good serum concealer, I definitely recommend this one. I feel like it looks really nice under my eye. It's not settling. It's not settling into my fine lines. It's not cakey looking. And really for the price, it's really good. And you already know how much I love the powder. The AOA Perfect Powder is so, so, so incredibly good. I can't get enough of it. And like I said, if you stock up on it because it does sell out all the time. For cream bronzer, I really liked this. Now it's a little container, but a little bit of this goes a very, very long way. It blended out beautifully. It gave me exactly what I wanted out of a cream bronzer. I really like it. I like this one a lot. I also really like the powder bronzer. This is not too deep for my skin tone. It's actually a little bit lighter than the cream bronzer, which is nice because it just added that nice layer of bronzeness, but not too much. And it performed beautifully, layered beautifully. You can see it just sunk right into my skin. I also really like the blush. It is the perfect glowy blush. So again, if you're not a highlighter person, but you sometimes want that little bit of glow to the skin, these Lumi blushes are really nice. I can see myself picking up a few more shades of these. I really like the pinky apricot tone of this, especially with my eye look. Again, it performed beautifully. And I really like this highlight, this velour highlighter. Like I said, it reminds me so much of the ColourPop Super Shock highlights. And this would have made a beautiful inner corner as well. And I like how it's a little bit shifty, kind of like a duochrome highlighter. I mean, it's just, all of this is just so good. Quickly, the setting spray. I don't even need to go on and on anymore about this because I love it. I can't believe how beautiful my skin looks. It's just such an incredible product. In my opinion, this is the best setting spray I have ever used. The eyeshadow quad. This is really nice. Look how pigmented that is on my eyes. It's so beautiful. It blended out so nicely. It was pigmented. I could layer it. It blended out. I like the shimmers. I do wish that this one was a little more shimmery like the other one, but all put together, it looks really, really nice. And this again was great to kind of diffuse and buff out that lower lash line. It's good. It's so good. You already know my love for the sponges, so I'll link the sponges for you. The best. You don't need to spend $20 on a beauty sponge. These are so good. This is another thing I really liked was the feathered liner. Again, I like that it's a brush tip, but it's firm like a felt tip liner, so you kind of get the best of both worlds. It's black, it's pigmented. It was really easy to just swipe on. There was no skipping. I really like this too. Man, I'm pretty blown away by these Shop Miss A products. I also like the mascara. What I like in a mascara is something that's going to give me volume and darkness. I have quite long lashes because I do use a lash serum, but I want a mascara that's going to give me volume more than length. But this one honestly gives you volume, length, and darkness. I really like this and I think it's going to perform even better as it ages. Now again, I didn't try the lashes, however, they're beautiful and I definitely will use these. These are a little bit more on the natural side. Like I said, for me, I kind of like a bold lash, but I'm excited to try out their lashes. I've never used the AOA lashes and these are so good. So this lippy it's still creamy. It's still beautiful. It feels so nice on the lips. It is not tacky. I love that the lip liner is retractable rather than you have to sharpen it. And this is really nice. I love that it's a doe foot for one. And I love that I get that bullet lip look, but a little bit more glossy. It's really nice. These lip pops is another thing I can see myself picking up many more colors in. So overall, this was really, really, really good. There wasn't a single product that didn't perform beautifully. You do not have to spend a lot of money on makeup. Some of the drugstore, more affordable makeups like the AOA brand are better than high-end makeup. My makeup looks beautiful. It's flawless. Like, my skin looks incredible. All these products less than $2. Most of them right around $1. You can't beat it. Every time I do a full face of Shop Miss A, the AOA brand, I'm always incredibly impressed, and today is no different. This looks so good. I absolutely love it. I can't wait to continue using these products. I really can't recommend them enough. So like I said, I'll link the Shop Miss A website down below. I'll link each of these individual products for you as well. All the information down below for you, but I am loving this. I can't wait to wear this all day. Let me know if you've tried Shop Miss A, if you've tried the AOA products. What are some of your favorites? Let me know what you think of my look. Let me know everything down below. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, because I plan on doing more of these in the future, because I really am loving the AOA products. I'll also link my favorite beauty subscriptions, indie makeup brand discounts, as well as my TikTok. Come follow me for more beauty and makeup. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Bye.